Well, hello there. Happy Wednesday. I hope you had a terrific Tuesday and are ready for another fun day of learning. So, yesterday was our math day, which means today is back to our literacy day. And we've been learning about the parts of a story. And on Monday, we reviewed the pieces of a story. So, the pieces or the parts of the story look like puzzle pieces to help us remember. And you had the task of listening to a read aloud of The Three Little Pigs. So today, there's no practice activity. There is an optional one that is on the website, but we're going to review the parts of the story related to The Three Little Pigs. So here we go. The Three Little Pigs. So let's review the parts of a story real quick. First, we have the characters. The characters are the people or animals in a story. Next, we have setting. The setting is where a story takes place. And third, we have the events. What happens in the beginning of the story, the middle of the story, and the end of the story? Next is problem. What do the characters have to solve? What problem do they face? And the last one is solution. This means that I want to know how the characters in the story solved the problem. All right, let's move on. So characters. The characters in the story, The Three Little Pigs, are, well, the title gives us a big hint. The title of the story is The Three Little Pigs. So I bet we have one pig that's a character. We have our second pig that's a character, our third pig, and the big bad wolf. So now we went over our characters, which were the three pigs and the big bad wolf. Next is the setting. The story of the Three Little Pigs takes place in, let's look at this picture. I see a lot of trees. I see a lot of grass. I see the two pigs here and the wolf. I also see some animals. So I would guess that the story takes place in the forest or the woods. Do you agree? I think that because of all the trees, and even in the background you can see there's a lot of trees, that they're in the forest. So that's where the Three Little Pigs takes place. Here's some events. So we have the beginning, the middle, and the end. So in the beginning of the story, the Three Little Pigs were leaving home and they wanted to build houses of their own. So that's what happened in the beginning. They're saying goodbye to their mother. In the middle, we have the three different houses. In the first picture right here, we have the Three Little Pigs, well, just one of the Three Little Pigs in their house made of straw. And we know, is straw very strong? Straw is similar to hay. It is not strong, so the big bad wolf huffed, and he puffed, and he blew the first pig's house down. So the pig ran off to try and hide with his brother. And his brother made a house that was stronger than the straw, but it was only made of twigs and sticks. Are sticks very strong? I don't think so, because the big bad wolf huffed and he puffed and he blew that second house of sticks down. So the two little pigs ran off and met up with their sister at this house. And this house was made of stone. Now, if we pick up a rock and we tried to break it, it would be so hard, I don't think we could. So if you tried to blow a rock across the table or something, you wouldn't be able to do it. So when the wolf huffed and he puffed, he could not blow that house of stone down. And in the end, the pigs won. They were safe because their sister pig built a very strong house of stone, and the wolf gave up and ran away. So, what was the problem? The problem in the Three Little Pigs was the big bad wolf was trying to get the pigs. He wanted the pigs, and he kept blowing the houses down. The big bad wolf was blowing the houses down. So, how did the characters, the pigs, solve the problem? Well, there were two solutions, two ways to solve the problem. So, one of the problems was escaping the big bad wolf. So, two pigs were able to escape by, what are they doing in this picture? Doesn't look like they're walking. It looks like they are running to their sister's house, because in the background we see that house of sticks, so they must be running to the house of stone or bricks. The next is one pig solved the problem of the houses being blown over by the wolf by, what did the sister pig do? She was building a house of bricks, so it was strong. The house was so strong that the wolf couldn't huff, he could not puff, and he could not blow the house of bricks down. So the pigs were safe. And that is how we can retell a story, by using the 5 different parts of a story. So we listened to the 3 little pigs, and we used these parts to connect to our reading. And that's a strategy that readers use all the time, even adults. If we hear a story, we can connect to the reading by breaking it down into the different parts, talking about the characters, the setting where the story takes place, the events, what happens in the beginning, the middle, and the end, and the problems in the story and the solutions, how the characters solve the problem or the issue in the story. Great job today. I hope you enjoyed our story of the 3 little pigs. Now, there's no practice activity today because we did our reading. We listened to the 3 little pigs and we talked about how they fit in the parts of the story. However, there is an optional activity. I gave you the option, and it should be in the packet that you picked up this week or last week, of the 3 little pigs. It says, use the 3 little pig finger puppets to retell the story. And here's the 3 little pig finger puppets. So you would have to cut them out with scissors, you could color them, and you'd have to cut out these holes right here because you put your fingers through them. So you could do this on your own. Maybe you could have your little brother help you if you would like. Or if you don't want to, you don't have to. You could always read this story with a parent or have a parent read it to you. So that is an optional activity. If you would like to do that, perfect. But if not, that's okay. All right, so because we just practiced retelling a story, we're going to focus on that for our literacy part for the next few weeks too, because we want to become pros at using our tools like remembering the parts of a story in order to retell, and when we're reading. It all helps us become better readers. All right, I hope you have a wonderful Wednesday. I miss you very, very much, and I hope you have a great day. All right, bye-bye.